Hi there, everybody. I'm here today with Tim DeVries, and he is a health insurance agent. And basically, our purpose is to help local businesses get the word out. And Tim is one of these guys that has helped a lot of folks. He doesn't run TV commercials and whatnot. So I thought it would be in everyone's interest for you to hear what Tim does for a living. Tim, I just want you to, if you could just introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about who you are and where you come from.
Well, first of all, good morning, Aaron. Nice to see you.
Morning.
Great to have you. Great to be on with you. My name is Tim DeVries. My wife, I have a wife, and she is a social worker at Linn-Mar right here in Marion, in the elementary school. So we're blessed to have her have that job. I have three children. Now, get ready for this, Aaron. I've got three children. One is going to be a junior in college next year, track athlete. So she's going to be transferring to a school in South Carolina this coming fall, and running track and oh yeah, and studying too, right? My other daughter is 6, so we have quite an age gap there. But she's 6, and she is loving her dance class and stuff like that, and just being a great 6-year-old. And I've got a boy who's 5, and he is all boy. He is just all boy, and he loves digging in the dirt, and he likes being building things and stuff like that. So we are blessed to have a great family. I am also a pastor as well, so I do the two jobs in combination.
Wow, so you are actually a pastor of a church there in Marion?
In a little town called Toddville.
Okay. And you're
So,
also
yep,
a health insurance agent,
and also a health insurance agent. Yeah,
and also 3 kids and a wife.
yep, yep. I
Oh,
don't sleep much. Sleep's
I,
overrated.
wow. That's pretty impressive just that you're pulling all of those things off.
Yeah.
Um, Tell me a little bit about your background, before you became a health insurance agent. What led you to choose a career as a health agent?
Well, honestly, it was because I was in a really bad position in my health insurance. I was self-employed at the time, having a hard time finding insurance, health insurance that we could afford. It was just awful, and would cover anything. We could find stuff that we could afford, but then we were going to pay immense dollars up front before the insurance company would pay anything. And I got this little card in the mail, a little letter with a card on the bottom, and I was pretty skeptical. It was our Health Insurance for All program card, and I sent it in, and somebody actually called me back. It was amazing. And so I met with the gentleman, and got exposed to Kemper products, and it was amazing. We got great coverage at a great price. And I've been a pastor since 1995, and I have met so many people who were in the same exact boat I was. So I just started, I love to help people. Obviously, as a pastor, that's what we do. So I wanted to help people in a new way and find a way to be able to help fund my ministries as well. So it was just an awesome fit. And so I went and got my licenses, and here I am, and it's awesome. I get to help people, and so really it was my bad situation in health insurance that got me into this.
Wow, that's a really interesting story. So basically, you signed up for this company for your own personal health insurance and then ended up being so compelled by what you saw that you became an agent,
Yep, and I still have the insurance today.
and you didn't have any insurance background.
No, not at all. No, I have a horticulture and a pasture background, so.
Wow. So you went
Yep.
through all the steps to become an agent. You probably had to take a bunch of tests and whatnot.
Yep. Well, I took a few tests for the state. For me, I learned better by going to a classroom. There was classes offered, but I've also done it online, and it was really kind of fun actually, because you learn a lot. And taking the test is a little nerve-wracking, but other than that, it was pretty good.
Awesome. Well, that's an awesome story. You don't find that often that somebody is so moved by a product that they actually go work for that company that they were first a consumer from. So I think
Yeah.
that's really interesting. So getting into the weeds of health insurance, what do you think the biggest mistake people are making when they're buying health insurance these days?
Well, honestly, the biggest mistake I feel people make is to believe there's no choices. And then they get into a plan that they feel that they have no option but that one plan, and they overpay, or they're really saddled with high deductibles, high out-of-pocket maxes. It's just things that they don't need to have, and or they do have options. We live in a society today in health insurance that kind of preaches you don't have any options. Well, there's a ton of options out there, and that's kind of what I specialize in, is looking at everybody's individual circumstance and developing a plan that will fit what not only they need but what they want.
Okay. Um, g just going into that, um, what's a good referral for you?
Well, we do. We cover a lot of different aspects, okay? So we cover gamut. I cover individuals, we do small businesses, and we do seniors. So I'll give you a quick example of each. An individual that called in to me, and they had just retired, but they have a year before they get onto Medicare, and they were just totally blown away that they were going to have to pay quite a bit, like $1,500 a month for Cobra or any other plan. And so he called me and we talked through it, and we were able to put him and his family into a plan for about 450 to 500 bucks a month. That gave them great coverage, and it was something they could afford.
Wow.
The second example I'll give you is a small business. A mom and dad own the business. They had two of their sons working for them, adult sons. So at that point in time, they had those three, and one of the sons had a family, or has a family of, at that time too, and the wife was pregnant. So there's a little bit of a,
Wow.
obstacle to get over there. But by meeting with them, meeting their need, talking to them, I was able to direct them into a place where right now their business is saving $20,000 a year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's huge. And then a senior customer I just had was paying an astronomical amount for their Medicare supplement. I mean, just it was unbelievable. And I was able to drop their price by a third, which also opened up an opportunity for us to put them on one of the best home health care policies in the state right now. And with all this stuff going on, and you see what's going on in the nursing homes, to stay home the longest amount of time possible is crucial. So I was able to put that person into saving them two-thirds on their Medicare supplement and adding this home health care policy, which gives them a few rebates, and they were still saving over half of what they were paying before. So
That's amazing.
there's lots of things. We can't do it for everybody, but I'll say 98% of the times I can help people.
So, home health cares, that sounds very interesting and something that I'm not really familiar with. In about 30 seconds, tell me what home health care is.
Home health care, whether you are injured, like falling and breaking a hip on the ice, or um, getting to the point in your life where you're just having a struggle doing your daily acts of living, which are 5 of them, we have a policy that assists you in getting the help in your home so you don't have to go to a nursing home. So I'll just give you a quick example. I had a lady that had shoulder surgery. Medicare would not cover home health care for her, but she needed to be home with her husband who has onset dementia. Okay, and they were going to put her in the nursing home and leave him at home because she could walk 30 feet. So Medicare's gotten very tough on their restrictions. Because she had our policy, she was able to not only go home, she got her therapy done at home, she got a home health care aide come in to help with getting her bath and dressed. and she was able to stay at home with her husband. That was just awesome, and she didn't pay a dime out of pocket.
That's amazing. I keep reading these articles that the COVID disease is really the nursing homes are like a petri dish for
Hmm.
COVID, and so to actually for you guys to be offering a product that keeps people out of the nursing home has got to be a really compelling statement to your potential customers.
Yes, it is. Yep. Yep, it sure is, and we're seeing that daily. And that home health care policy is absolutely great.
How are you adapting to COVID to serve your customers?
Well, we're an old-fashioned company, and I'm an old-fashioned dude. So I really like meeting face to face, but obviously we don't want to put anybody in jeopardy. We don't want to put ourselves in jeopardy. I don't want to put my family, and I don't want to put my clients in jeopardy. So we're working the best we can through this, doing a lot more on the phone, but we're also working with um, uh, different types of communication ways online, kind of like what we're doing right here, and so people can actually see it. We're also, doing things through what we call DocuSign, where they can actually sign online. We don't have to go to their house and get their signatures. The company is actually starting to also get some, you know, uh, documents where I can fill in on the computer, and it makes it a lot easier with that DocuSign. So we're doing a lot of different things to try and keep people going here.
So, from what I'm hearing you say, it sounds like a guy or a gal could sign up for an insurance policy without even leaving their home, or
Correct.
even probably could do it right from their phone. Is that correct?
Yes, we can do that now. We've got everything in place to be able to do that with the COVID. I know people aren't necessarily maybe comfortable with that, and we might not be, but hey, this is the time we're in, and the key is to make sure that you're getting the health insurance and the products you need at the time you need them. And I can't think of a better time to need health insurance products than we are right now. So,
I got
so
two
we're doing
more.
everything we can. Yep.
Thank you. I think that's going to be reassuring to people to know that they can literally make a phone call, tell you what they need, and they can sign up for something without a whole lot of hassle.
Yeah, but the difference is, a lot of companies might just say, "Hey, we're going to do this over the phone, or we're going to do it over the internet." I'm telling you right now that I have with everybody who signs up now, I've got their name on a list, and as soon as we're able to go back to face, I'm going to drive to their house and I'm going to follow up with them. So we're not just going to leave you in the lurch. We're not going to just say, "Oh, great, we made the sale and we're moving on." No, you're gonna get that policy in the mail. But as soon as we can get there, we're going to sit down, we're going to go over that policy page by page, and we're going to make sure that you understand it and you're comfortable with it.
I think that's got to be very reassuring. I sure would appreciate that. Two more quick questions for you.
Sure.
I think I asked you already what a good referral is, and I think you answered that. But the last thing I want to ask you actually is, why should someone call you over another health insurance agent?
Well, there's a lot of great health insurance agents. I'm not going to say that there's not, because there are, and there's great people out there. But one thing you're going to get with me is I've been in your shoes. I know exactly what you've been going through. Remember, that's why I started doing this. I hated health insurance. I despised every word of it. So I know what you're going through. I can empathize with you. The other thing is I don't have a storefront. I don't have an office. I work from home. The number that you're going to get from me is my cell phone number, and I don't even have a separate cell phone. That's my cell phone. I don't have a different one for work. So I may not be able to get to your call, but if you leave me a message, I call back very, very quickly. And so that's a good thing. And the other thing that I have a passion for this, and I want to help people. And the last thing is, because I don't have an office, I come to your home. I go wherever you want. Some people want to meet at a restaurant, I'll go to a restaurant. You want to meet in the park, we'll meet in the park. If you want me to come to your home, I'll meet in your home. I don't look at it as the person as just a number. This is a true client. I want to set up a plan that we're going to get them to the point where we transition at the age of 65 into Medicare and be able to take them all the way through and help their family all the time. So I'm not interested in a quick sale. I'm interested in a relationship that's going to last a long time and benefit them in their health insurance needs.
That's awesome. And what I like about what you do, Tim, too, is that if someone does business with you, they know that they are helping someone that lives in their community. You know, they're not doing business over some sort of telephone call to someone in another country. This is helping a family, a pastor that lives in your area. So if you have if you have different venues to buy health insurance, why not help someone that lives in your town, in your state? I think that's important to people, especially right now.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll help each other, but I really would love to help people, and that's what I like to do. So
Tim, I really appreciate you taking the time today. I think this is going to be informative for your potential clients. And is there anything else you wanted to add before we sign off?
just everybody stay safe and be healthy. Be smart, social distancing and all that good stuff. So we'll get through this and we'll get through it together. We've been through things like this before, maybe a little different, but we've come through it together and we'll do it again.
Awesome. That's great parting message there. Tim, I really appreciate your time today. And I would just encourage everybody, Tim, you want to just give your phone number?
Yeah, it's 319-538-6526. Also, I have an LLC called Crossroads Health Insurance Solutions. Search it on Facebook. You can reach out to me on private message that way as well.
Crossroads Health Solutions on Facebook, and your number
Solutions, yep. So the other thing is that is my cell phone, so if you'd rather text, by all means, give me a text.
And tell us your phone number one more time.
319-538-6526.
Awesome. Tim, thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Thanks, Aaron.
Bye-bye.
See you later.